Alrighty, the search begins. We have to talk to some people first. In order to basically progress with this, you have to go to each and every place and talk to a specific NPC so that you know where to go next. Even though, well, trust me, the end results are disappointing. You alright? Oh, he was here a while ago, but he said he was taking a trip, and then he left. A deserted island to the south. So, well, they don't really specifically say anything because not really many people, like, again, you gotta, I guess they're treating this as like an actual full-on world situation where most of these people probably have never been to certain places. So, a deserted island to the south is Keelhaul Key, which we now have nice, solid access to thanks to a pipe over here. I do relatively know the order of which we have to visit, but like I was saying, in order for us to actually progress, we have to go to each place and talk to somebody so that we can acknowledge that we've been there. We unfortunately cannot go to where he actually is right now. General White, yeah, he was here until a second ago, but he took off right quick. Said he was going to an arena or something. An arena. So, yep. And unfortunately, there is no fast travel to Glitzville. We have no choice but to head right back to Rogueport and board the blimp. Hello, Cortez. How's it going, big guy? I personally never really have that big of a problem with this part of the game. Backtracking to me is not that big of a deal. Not entirely. Like, the backtracking to Hooktail Castle was annoying, but the thing about that is that it's largely optional. Mrs. Mouse is a completely optional partner, and getting the up arrow for Merlin is also optional. Like, you don't need any of that to beat the game. If you want to go for 100% or, you know, have stronger partners, it's recommended that you do that, but it's not entirely necessary. You can beat the game without that. You can't beat the game without this, so. Hello, sir. It's me, Lumpy, don't you remember? At the beginning of the game? He struck oil! Yeah, so basically this guy's entire point is that if you donate money to him, he will give you back a lot. So it's 100 coins, sure, but that's how investing works, my friends. It's worth it in the long run. Not in this case because I'm rich beyond belief and I didn't even get all 300 of those coins. But in any normal playthrough, when maybe you don't have a lot of money, that would be useful to have. We also have enough shine sprites, so I can do this. And this is when I actually invest in coops. Sorry, I have chips beside me. I'm always snacking while we're recording because I get hungry. Anyway, yeah, most of the time I'm not that, like, especially in Thousand Year Door where the little areas aren't all that big. And at this point in the game, you have a lot of fast travel options with those 4 pipes below us. Getting to where you need to be isn't that big of a deal. And it's actually kind of funny because there are only the 4 pipes, but there are at least like 7 places to go. Petal Meadows and Bogley Woods are 2 places that you can go to. Glitzville does not have a fast travel area, but I guess maybe it's because they just didn't have the areas or enough room for all that. but you can also get there relatively easy from the station. But I don't understand why they didn't also do, like, why they did do that with Kill Hulky, because it's basically the same thing. Partially Heights, they did incorporate one, even though the train's in the same place, but I'm assuming that's because after you beat the chapter, once you get on the train, you still have to do all the train, like, you get to explore the train freely. It's probably because all that stuff is still places you can be, and you'd have stuff to do there, like, you'd have to return the shell earrings to the waitress. On top of that, you'd have to be able to explore Riverside Station again. Also, wait! Why is he here? The business rat from Chapter 6. Wasn't he supposed to be in Poshley Heights? And then he comes back to Rogueport just to get on the blimp to go here, of all places? Oh, hello. I don't believe we have met. We actually have. I'm someone you know quite well, actually. When I go outside the arena, I like to cut loose and shed my other personality. She doesn't say anything direct, but that is Jolene, as you can probably tell from the cap and the hair sticking out of her head. General White? Oh, you must mean that White Babam. Yes, in a less direct way, yes. That is exactly what I mean. He used to come here all the time. I haven't seen him lately. Now that I think about it, he was heading off to some huge tree. What do you mean you haven't seen him lately? You said he was heading off to a tree. He had to have been here recently. And for you to know that, you probably would have had to see him. What do you mean you haven't seen him recently? Dumb dialogue. I love pointing stuff like that out. All right, back to Rogueport, where we have to go all the way to Bogley Woods. I have come up. Okay, I know I have a lot of playthrough plans, which are relatively easy to do for this channel. But another one that is going to be popping up relatively soon, could even force a break between current playthrough. Mario Party. The first 3 Mario Parties are coming to the Nintendo Switch as online N64 app. And I am planning on doing possibly a playthrough of all 3. Because, especially Mario Party 1, which actually has stuff to do. Mario Party 1's entire base game is literally its own playthrough. You play the boards, you unlock Bowser's board, then you have to collect 100 stars. And there's also Minigame Island. So, I'm going to try and make a playthrough out of Mario Party 1 because it's been ages since I played that game from the ground up. Mainly because the cartridge one I have, I'm not going to delete it to replay it. I worked too hard on that. Well, kinda. I got it off of somebody. I actually traded a game of my own for this copy. It was in grade school. It was a long time ago, but you not regret it. Mario Party 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. So I definitely want to do a playthrough of Mario Party 1 when it comes out. And I'm pretty sure by that point I will be into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's World of Light. Welcome to the Great Tree. General White? Yeah, he's an old Babam with this great mustache. Greater than mine? I don't think so. I have no idea where he went. He may have said he was going somewhere dark, so you know what that means. The darkest place on this map is Twilight Town. Anyway, yeah, Mario Party 1 I want to do a playthrough of, but I'm anticipating that by the time I get to it, and by the time it releases next month, I will already have started playing Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I'm holding myself to that. I'm playing that next. So, yeah, chances are I will probably take a break from Smash and like start that in between. Depends on how far I am into Smash and how much I can do. Either way. We'll see how it goes. But after, if not in the middle of, after Smash, guaranteed Mario Party will be next. I already have my rules set up. My computer difficulty will completely dependent on the board. And I will play as the character the board is owned by. So, for DK's Jungle Adventure, I will play as Donkey Kong. For Mario's Rainbow Castle, I will regrettably play as Mario. Even though I don't want to play as Mario or Peach, I will still do it. And their computer difficulty will depend on the board difficulty. So I'll play the 1-star maps, I'll play with easy CPUs because it's not interesting. The 2 stars will be on normal, and the 3-star boards will be on hard, and that's when things will get interesting. Hello. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah. Which one of you knows about General White? What am I, his secretary? He looked tired. I know that. So, that's the thing. The chase kind of cuts here. Now, I'm not entirely sure what would motivate anybody to do this, but in order to progress now, you need to go back to Far Outpost. You look tired, that's all they say. So you're kind of left wondering what to do. I'm not entirely sure what made anybody think of doing this, but you just go back to Far Outpost. And maybe we're not gonna deal with all these guys. Because honestly, I think I've spent enough episode time fighting these things. And who cares about money? I literally just got 300 from Lumpy. And I didn't even get to keep it all because it exceeded my max anyway. Alright. Look at me trying to eat and explain this game at the same time. Who let me behind the mic? Who let me play games? Who let me try to be a YouTuber? Ugh! Fine, I'll fight! Lower yourself. Yeah, that's right. Lower yourself so I can do this. We finishing this off easy. Everyone get out of my way. Let it be known that I do not play games. I play games, not play games in the games. You know what? Oh my... Stupid piranha plants. Alright. Time to demonstrate what this thing does. I told you I'd do it, and I think this is the time to do it. It's called Showstopper for a reason, folks. Let's hope it follows through. Show them. That's a showstopper. 2 SP to literally 1-hit KO every enemy on the screen. Now, of course, as you'd probably expect from any 1-hit KO move that busted, its accuracy is across the board. It will not work on bosses, obviously. I will read my emails in my spare time. You know what? Maybe, no, you know what? I think at this point, I've mentioned it so much, I will read those emails on an episode at some point. When? Don't know. In any case, yeah. Showstopper's kind of got a wonky accuracy system. Pretty sure it works on most normal enemies. Won't work on bosses, but it doesn't always kill. What? You cannot find General White? Yeah. That. That is what you need to do. Talk to the mayor just to figure out that General White had returned here. You had gone all across the entire map just to return back here to find him. And also, the fucker's sleeping. He's still asleep. He's still sound asleep. He's definitely still asleep. He's still sawing logs. He couldn't be more asleep. He's counting sheep. He woke. Nah, he's still asleep. Sleeping like a stashed baby. He's not even budging. He's still snoring away. He took a lot of punishment before finally waking up. How much defense does this in particular Babam have? My friend, Babams have a defense of 1. You're trying to tell me my jumping power has an attack power of 3. You should have been taking at least 4 damage per each jump I did. I've been looking everywhere for you. Yeah, and if it wasn't insulting enough as it was, he was looking for us. We were looking for each other. And we were one step behind. That's a really, well, I wouldn't say it's a vague description, but you could have just said my name at that point. Alright, yeah, well, that's what we had to do. And now we head into what may be one of my favorite parts. Well, not my favorite part, but, and unfortunately I can't hear it very well, but this is one of my favorite music pieces in the entire game. Well, coming up. And we will get to it in this episode. It's at the very end, and it kind of brings me back to what I was saying about, I'd say, 2 chapters ago, when Flavio was talking to us. Maybe I'll go and find that episode. And give you guys a little bit of a clip. Right about now. I assure you, but you should, how you say, shoot for the stars. Keep that one in mind, folks. Yeah. Remember what he said there? That's the funny thing. When he said we're going to be shooting for the stars, I don't think he meant it literally. But here we are, about to shoot for the stars. And if it couldn't be any more fitting, the music piece that will play while we're getting fired out of that giant metal doomsday device is literally called Mario Shoots for the Stars, or Shooting for the Stars, I believe. Hold on, let me just double check. Yep, Shooting for the Stars is literally the name of the song. I can't hear my TV very well because I have to keep my sound down so that, you know, my mic doesn't pick up 2 different game audios. But luckily you'll all be able to hear it because there will still be some sound. Can't tell if it's even playing right now. Probably is. But this is one of my favorite themes. If it hasn't already started playing, I can't tell. Oh well. But yeah, I love this song. It fits so well with the, like, it feels like it's definitely built for this. Like this, obviously speaking, music when you make a song for a specific area, you make it so that it fits the theme. This kills it. Like, straight up. I absolutely love the vibe, the sound, like everything about this song. It sounds amazing. It's not my all-time favorite in the game. That goes to like 2 themes in Chapter 3. Treacherous Grubba and Macho Grubba's battle theme, I think, are 2 of my... I think Macho Grubba's battle theme is my favorite in the game, while Treacherous Grubba is my second. This might be battling third with a few others, like Dupless's battle theme is really high up there. I do like Cortez's battle theme. Let me see, I got my top 5 favorites on my phone here. Because I have an album or a playlist of all my 5 favorite songs from every game that I have on my phone, or in my iTunes at least. So let me remind myself. Favorites for all conditions, all green. Stand by, okay. It is time. Big bomb cannon. Fire! Ba-boom! Yeah, that'll wake your neighbors. Good game. GG, Mario. Anyway, back to my favorite songs from Thousand Year Door. Oh right, I forgot. Of course, how could I forget my 5th favorite song happens to be my intro and my outro theme. Which, by the way, I would like to update at some point. I have an idea I'm not going to reveal just yet, because I have to double check with, I have to see if I can do it. But I do want to update my intro and outro theme. But the main menu theme from Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite, well, first off, it's got to be my favorite menu theme. It's just, it sounds so lively and upbeat, and I think it worked perfect. It works perfectly for my intro and outro, really. But yeah, here we are, guys. We're on the moon. So, uniquely about the moon, well, we can't really explore much now because I'm out of episode time, but the moon loops. There are like 4 or 5 spots on the areas on the moon, and you just go around in a circle, implying that Mario can walk the entire surface of the moon. Yeah, I don't think so. But we'll be able to explore the moon next time. So, we'll see you guys then.